What's up, nerds and degenerates? Alright, today we're going to be talking about the Dream Team, aka the Quantum Team. And a lot of people are really excited in my comment section about being able to finally build this team. It will be some time from now that we'll be able to actually build it. I'll explain that in a minute. Some of the characters just simply aren't out yet and won't be out for, a while. For instance, Fu Xuan is not expected to come out for about 3 months, so just be aware of that, okay? Now let's talk about the DPS slot here first, because you actually have some diversity there already that you can kind of work around. The other slots, support, tank, and healer, you are not going to have diversity for that for a good long time, okay? So let's talk about the DPS slot first, okay? Seela. I don't really need to say much more. She's the best character in the entire game. Not just for DPS, she's the best character in the entire game. She doesn't even really need a support character for her. She's so good, okay? I've walked up to mobs, right? Mobs of 4 enemies, and she's popped off her ultimate. If I have her ultimate available, destroy an enemy with the ultimate, pop her skill, she gets resurgence after killing that enemy, pop her skill again off the resurgence, and she's already built her speed up so much. If I had the speed equipment on her when I entered the battle, she actually becomes so fast that she ends up jumping in line again. It's not a second resurgence, because you're only supposed to get 1 per turn. It's just she got so dang fast from using her abilities so many times that she gets to go again. She eliminates 4 enemies on the other team. The other team's already dead, and my team's looking at me like, it would be fun if we also got to play the game again, And the other team's like, we would also like to play the game, and they're like dead and shit, Like, Seela is so good. Okay, I'm gonna stop simping over Seela. The other character we have now is King Q. She has a little bit of RNG attached to her kit, which makes her a very, random to a degree. A lot of people don't really like that, because sometimes they have to retreat out of battles because they don't like how it's going, and they restart the battle again because of the RNG not working in their favor. So just be aware that Seela is the best character for your DPS slot here. King Q is another option right now if you don't have her. A lot of people think that she's actually very bad, but she's actually not bad. She is just sometimes things don't work out super amazing with her RNG. There's another character coming. Her name is Shui Yi, and I have a video for her. I'm going to put it down in a pinned comment, and I'm going to put all of the characters that I talk about here that I have videos for. I'm going to put them down in a pinned comment and in the description, so go check those out if you haven't already to get more information about them. This is going to be a very short video. So Shui Yi, though, really quickly, she does a lot of shield breaking, and she does quantum damage, and I believe that quantum damage will still go through when she shield breaks. What I mean by that is she has an ability that allows her to ignore the weakness of the enemy that she's aiming at and go through and eat their shield anyway. That's very powerful, because if she gets to ignore the weakness and still go after their shield, she can shield break and bust them up. And everyone already knows that if the enemy just so happens to actually be weak to quantum shield breaks are known as the best shield breaks in the game right now. Okay, so she's going to be a very, very powerful character, and she's a 4-star. So you never know, we might get her free through an event, or just have her as an easier character to pull than, let's say, a 5-star. Now let's move on to the support character, because now all of the rest of these are going to be very short, because we only have one option for these particular slots, meaning support, tank, and healer. Silverwolf of the Nihility Path. She's going to be coming out in about a week. As of the filming of this video, it is the 1st of June, and I believe she comes out on the 7th. So prepare for her if you're wanting to pull for her, but be aware her banner is 3 weeks long, so you have about a month to decide if you're actually going to want to build her, pull for her, or build the Dream Team, aka the Quantum Team. I'm not going to tell anybody to pull for this team or not, because that's really up to you, okay? So she is a very interesting character with a very interesting kit. She has percentage chance to put weakness on the enemy, and that's why a lot of people actually wanted to build this team, is because of her. Because if you have a mono damage type team, if she does get the weakness applied effect, it defaults to quantum, because the only characters on your team are quantum. So that's really, really powerful, okay? Very, very powerful. So Silverwolf is going to really make this team truly how strong it could be. She is probably the most important asset to the team because of that effect. So if you are trying to build this team, you're gonna have to pull for Silverwolf, you're gonna have to pull for Fushuan, and you're gonna have to pull for Lynx because they're the only characters available for those slots. Now let's get into those other slots. Silverwolf is your support. Fushuan is your tank. Okay, again, I have another video for her up already. Go check that out in the pinned comment below. She's on the preservation path, and she doesn't really put out a lot of shields. She does more damage mitigation. She has some slight healing and some slight attack power as well. So she's very diverse. I've heard people that talk about her negatively so far, saying that she's mid. Oh, she's just mid. Oh, she's mid. She's underwhelming. Well, she's the only tank you can put into a dream team, a quantum team, so for those building this team, that's what you gotta do. And I think those people might just simply be wrong, too. We genuinely do not know how powerful she will be when she arrives. We just don't know. But she has a very diverse kit for somebody that's a tank, and that could be really powerful. Now, if you really want shields, she's not going to be doing that much of shields, okay? She's more of a damage mitigator. But be aware that Locha, he's got a lot of diversity to his kit, and he's kind of considered to be the best healer in the game when he arrives. So just be aware that, you know, this is probably still going to be a very powerful tank. I imagine she'll be better than March 7th. Maybe not better than Gepard. Gepard is freaking good, man. Gepard is really good. It'd be very tough to say that anyone could be better than him on arrival, okay? So, sure, maybe she won't be better than him, but she's the only person you can put into your quantum team for your tank slot if you want to build a mono damage type quantum team. Now let's move on to the healer. Lynx. She's on the path of abundance, she's a healer, and she's expected to probably be a little bit better than Natasha, but probably not quite as good as Bai Lu or Luocha. But for a quantum healer, she's the only person you can put in that slot. I have way more information about her in the pinned comment below and in the description, so go check that video out. She's going to be a 4-star character, so be aware that Silverwolf is a 5-star, Fushuan is a 5-star, and Lynx is a 4-star. With 4-star characters that are newly introduced, sometimes during the events, we get them for free. Example, Yukong is coming in patch 1.1, and if you play the event that she's a part of, you can get her for free. That's pretty awesome. Now, no, I don't know, nobody knows if Lynx will be available for free, or Fu Shui will be available, if Shui Yi will be available for free. We don't know, but 4-stars are usually easier to acquire. Now, I did see somebody recently trying to pull for Ting Yun, and they only got 115 pulls in, or not only, sorry, they got 115 pulls in and still hadn't pulled a Ting Yun. So, there is no guarantee that you get a 4-star character just because it's a 4-star, but it is more likely, okay? So just be aware, this is a gacha game, nothing is guaranteed, this team is going to be difficult to build, okay? Because you don't have very many options, you kind of have to get certain characters. So, just be aware of that. This team's going to be really tough to build. A lot of people are like, the only people that can build this team are whales. They're the only people that are going to be able to build it, okay? Alright, Pancake? Alright, Pancake Breakfast? Okay, sure. Sure. They are going to be way more likely to build it, but, listen to this. Silverwolf comes out in a week. Her banner lasts for 3 weeks. That's a month. Okay, so you have like a month to decide whether you kind of want to build this and build her and pull for her. Fushuan is estimated to come out in patch 1.3 part 1. When I made my Fushuan video, I made that prediction. The next day, I kid you not, guys. The next day, like 10-15 other people made the same video with the same prediction. And when I uploaded my video, there was only one other person that had an analytical video on Fushuan at the time. So let's just say people rode the bandwagon, okay, and decided to say the same ass stuff. So no, we don't know for sure. A lot of people probably just domino affected and said the same thing everybody else did. But just be aware of that. We don't really know. But 5 banners from now? That's 3 months. You'll have 3 months from Silverwolf's banner to pull your resources together and gather a bunch of jade and grind jade in order to pull for Fushuan. Okay? Just remember that for people that are criticizing whether you can build this team or not. And Lynx is the tough one. We don't really know when she's going to arrive. She's a 4-star character, so she's harder to predict when she will arrive. But she hasn't even been introduced in the story yet. Every single one of these other characters, including Shui Yi and Fu Xuan, have actually been introduced in the game itself. We've seen them in the game. Lynx, we haven't. So she's probably coming after Fu Xuan, and she's a 4-star character. So yeah, you're still going to have to roll the dice if you're pulling for her, but there is actually a decent amount of time in between these characters in order to pull for them. I'm not going to lie, not that long ago, I was in agreement that this is going to be a hard team to build, but this is possible, everybody, because most people already have a Sela by now. Everybody has a King Q. You can get her for free in the game. You're just giving her, okay? So this team is possible, everybody. It is, even for free to play. I'm not going to tell people to pull or not, or to build or not. This is really up to you, but I just want people to know their options, and this is an option. Alright, so stay tuned for the Ice type team that I'm going to be making a video for soon. And if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. If you hate me, hate my guts, let me know about it, okay? But if you don't like and subscribe, I'm going to come to your house in the middle of the night. And I'm going to steal your Oreos. Oh, you don't like Oreos? That's okay. I'm not picky. I'm going to eat your favorite midnight snack when you least expect it. Remember that last time you went in there and you went to grab for more of that snack and there was a little bit less in there than you thought there was? That was me, baby. Coming through in the middle of the night like the boogeyman. So like and subscribe.